Greetings, Patriots, and welcome back to another episode of You, Me, and MSD. I am your host, Carissa Lacy, and I am sitting this evening with Dr. Glenn Fenter, Superintendent of Marion School District, and Mrs. Ruth Hegwood, District School Improvement Specialist. This evening, we will be revisiting the virtual school option and what that means for you, me, and MSD. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the questions. Our first question will be addressed to Mrs. Hegwood. As a parent, what is my role in my students' learning within the virtual model?
A parent's role in their students' learning in the virtual model is first to ensure that your child is completing and submitting their assignments in a timely fashion. Second, contact your child's teacher if you have any questions, concerns, or you encounter a problem. Third, please respond to any teacher communication within a timely fashion. Also, on our website, we have our virtual learning plan that has a chart of the recommended time a student should spend on each subject per week. If you will view that chart, that may also help to better structure your learning.
Second question, how do I access my child's grades?
To access your child's grades, go to our main district website, www.msd3.org. Look to the left side of the screen. You will see an icon that says Home Access Center. If you click that button, it will take you to the link to access the grades. Alternatively, you may go to our website, click the menu button at the top, scroll down to Parent-Student Resources. You will also see a link to the Home Access Center, as well as a link to request your password to hack if you've forgotten it.
Last question for you, Ms. Hegwood. My children are on the device waiting list at the junior high and high school. When can I expect a device to be issued to them?
Additional devices are being distributed daily at each campus. Although there are a limited number of devices throughout our district, we are reappropriating those devices to try to meet the needs of all of our students. All K2 students have devices for those who requested them. We would also like parents to remember that if they are having difficulties downloading or uploading assignments, they may go to one of our Wi-Fi access points, which are located in the parking lot of each school campus, as well as a location in Turrell and Crawfordsville.
Dr. Fenter, now we turn the attention to you. Challenges. What have been the main challenges to our present model dealing with virtual school?
Well, obviously, understanding the options that were being provided from the Department of Education, understanding how to implement those options in the best interest of our students and their families has been an ongoing process, just as it's been for school districts all across the state. Our challenges are compounded to some extent because of our lack of internet access and the fact that we have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in devices that have not yet been delivered. So we've been trying to create systems without all of the components required for them to be as successful as you would like. Now, on the other hand, our teachers have done an absolutely wonderful job of stepping up and assuming additional responsibilities. When you look at it holistically, our teachers have really had their duties essentially doubled. We're asking them to teach students in the classroom and then simultaneously take care of students in the virtual environment. That's a very taxing, very difficult, very time-consuming challenge, and we're very proud of what they've been able to do to this point. It is, again, something that's not unique to Marion, Arkansas. It's a challenge and a difficulty that teachers are facing all over the state. There are new options evolving. We're working on those every day, and the state is working on creating new opportunities. The governor just announced yesterday a new statewide program that will add a significant level of support for students and their parents involved in online programming. More of those details will be provided in the coming days and weeks. On top of that, a number of school districts have had new learning plans adopted or had their original learning plans modified, and we're examining those modifications to see if they can offer any relief at all for the tremendous burden that our teachers are under and put us in a position to have the resources needed to improve our delivery. Having said all that, with 1,400 students involved in online learning, I'm very proud of the minimal number of concerns that we have at this point. We've been in school for 6 weeks now. This was all brand new, and although there are always room for improvement in any effort, I'm very proud of the work that our folks are doing to take something that is very difficult without all of our appropriate resources and turn it into something that we believe is still a reasonable performance level at this point in time.
I would like to thank Dr. Fenter and Mrs. Hegwood for joining us this evening for another episode of You, Me, and MSD. Before concluding, I would like to give them an opportunity to add any additional thoughts. Mrs. Hegwood?
If you need help for your virtual student, such as tech support, help with the Google application, please visit our website, www.msd3.org. Look to the left side of the screen, and there's a button that says Virtual Learning Help. If you click that button, you will be linked to resources and information on how to contact us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you as well for your role in this. I think you may have missed your calling. There's probably a late night show that needs a new host. We'll make certain that we send this video out to some of their talent scouts.
Thank you.
Virtual learning is difficult. It is difficult for the best of students in the best of environments. You can't pick up the paper any day without reading an article about university, college students who are frustrated with their online learning setups. Online learning is a very different skill set than teaching in the classroom. So I say that to say that for our teachers to be asked to do what we have asked them to do and to have responded as professionally and positively as they have is, I think, nothing short of a miracle. It's very difficult for them. It's also very difficult for students. It is not for everybody. And certainly if we have students who are in the online environment, we would welcome them to return to the classroom. We think that is the best spot for all of our students. There's absolutely no greater model than a student in a classroom with a great teacher. And some of the difficulties that we're experiencing are difficulties of simply not understanding how complex virtual learning environments can be and the kind of skill sets required for both teachers and students to be successful. So again, for those parents and students who are out there, we want to encourage them to continue to consider just simply returning to the classroom. We think that's the best thing that could happen to their students in terms of their academic future. There are going to be a lot of changes in the next couple of weeks. I mentioned earlier the governor's announcement yesterday. We'll know much more about it in the coming days and weeks, and we'll be sharing all that information through all of our normal communication channels. And then again, we're looking at new models that could change the design of how we deliver, particularly our virtual services, could offer some relief for our teachers, could provide some new ways to continue to try to solve some of the challenges that are inherent to virtual learning. But all in all, I'm still very proud of where we are as a district, and again, very thankful for all the hard work and dedication that our teachers and our administrators have brought to this unprecedented challenge. So we will be sharing more information with you very shortly, and hope that you'll all continue to be patient and understand that this is a big, steep hill to climb.
Thank you for joining us for this short but very informative episode 5 of You, Me, and MSD. Go Patriots.